Once upon a time, in a cozy little house where the morning sun spilled golden light across the floor, lived two kitten sisters, Cleo and Hathor. Cleo, the bolder one, was always first to leap into adventure, while Hathor, gentle and graceful, liked to watch before joining in. Every morning, Cleo would tap Hathor awake with a tiny paw, and together they would tumble from their nest, chasing shadows, batting at invisible fairies in the air, and dancing in the golden light. Wherever one went, the other followed two stripes in the same pattern, two heartbeats in the same rhythm. They had just moved into their new kingdom, full of winding hallways, cozy corners, and a magical collection of toys that seemed to appear from nowhere. Balls jingled, mice squeaked, and feathers swayed like enchanted wands. Every day brought a new discovery, the thrill of a hidden nook, the view from the top of the sofa, or the rustle of curtains that whispered secrets in the breeze. But not all parts of the kingdom were familiar. Two older brothers, Cairo and Giza, ruled with quiet dignity. Cairo was noble and watchful, while Giza was strong and calm. They were big, wise, and not always sure what to make of the new tiny sisters. Sometimes, Cleo and Hathor would peek from behind the couch or from under the dining table, tails swishing, curious but cautious. They hadn't quite learned the secret of becoming friends with these grand felines, but in their hearts, they knew it was only a matter of time. As days passed, the sisters discovered endless ways to fill their hours with play. Sometimes, it was a sudden dash across the floor, a tumble that ended in rolling paws, or a careful crouch followed by a daring pounce. Other times it was quieter, batting at something only they could see, or curling together in a corner, listening to the hum of their new world. No 2 days were ever the same, yet every moment was stitched together with joy. The house itself seemed to shift and grow with them. A hallway could be a racetrack, a chair, a fortress, a rug, a safe island in a vast sea. Every sound, soft footsteps, rustling paper, or a distant creak was an invitation to explore. Every shadow became a mystery worth solving, and always, side by side, Cleo and Hathor moved as though they shared one heart, one boundless curiosity. Their games often carried them near Cairo and Giza, the elder brothers who watched with regal patience. At first, the sisters kept their distance, sneaking glances from behind furniture or from the safety of high places. But curiosity is a strong thing. Little by little, Cleo dared to step closer, while Hathor observed carefully, following only when she was sure it was safe. Cairo, ever the watchful guardian, seemed puzzled by their boldness, while Giza's calm stare softened into something almost amused. The sisters didn't yet know how to bridge the space between them and their older brothers, but they sensed the beginning of a bond, forming unspoken, fragile, but growing. One day, perhaps, their playful dances would invite Cairo and Giza into the circle. For now, it was enough that the four of them shared the same home, the same warmth, the same sky of morning light. As the sisters settled deeper into their new kingdom, their days began to carry a gentle rhythm. Mornings were filled with energy, a rush of light steps and eager eyes chasing the promise of discovery. Afternoons softened into calmer moments where the world outside the windows cast long shadows and the sisters watched with quiet wonder. In every hour, there was something new, something to spark, a chase, a leap, or a shared glance that turned into laughter only kittens could understand. Cleo's boldness often led her to the highest points she could reach, surveying her world with pride, while Hathor preferred the comfort of hidden places where she could watch and dream. Yet, even in their differences, the sisters moved in harmony. One began a game, and the other soon joined. One paused to listen, and the other stilled beside her. Together, they painted each day with curiosity and delight. Their older brothers remained a steady presence. Sometimes, the sisters' playful energy rippled through the room, bouncing too close, and Cairo would lift his noble head, his eyes calm but commanding respect. Giza, patient and quiet, often simply observed, his strength wrapped in stillness. Though the distance between young and old remained, it was a distance slowly bridged by time. The sisters learned that in their brother's silence, there was no unkindness, only watchful acceptance. And so the cycle repeated days filled with discovery, nights wrapped in warmth. Each sunrise brought the promise of something new, and each sunset reminded them that they were never alone. A kingdom shared not only with each other, but with the guardianship of Cairo and Giza. In time, the sisters would grow, and their bond with their brothers would deepen. But for now, their story was still being written in playful leaps, whispered purrs, and the quiet certainty of belonging. The house was no longer just a place, it was home, alive with joy, mystery, and the soft music of 4 heartbeats. Day by day, the sisters grew bolder. They learned the sounds of their new home, the comfort of its warmth, and the joy of having each other. And when the sun set and playtime was done, they curled up together in a soft, purring bundle, dreaming of tomorrow's adventures. For Cleo and Hathor, life in their new home was just beginning, full of laughter, love, and the promise of happily ever after. With Cairo and Giza always watching over them,